Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Third installment of Scott's Selections here for Wednesday, July 5th. For again, today's play of the day. Quick recap of what happened yesterday. We had a nice easy winner with the Marlins first five, minus half a run, and minus 125 in BetMGM. Really never in doubt. The Marlins scored 3 runs in the first inning and a lot more from then on. And you saw the Cardinals score no runs until a position player pitched in the ninth inning. So the Cardinals got buried, lost by double-digit runs again. Really just an atrocious line by the odds makers. Luzardo's been great, and Wainwright's been a mess. And once again, Wainwright struggled as the Marlins coasted to a first five winner. The bad news with the game, though, is that Wainwright was officially injured after the game, quote unquote, and he was sent to the IL. I'm not sure when he's going to come back or if he's going to come back. That might be the end of his career. Either way, it's going to be a shame not being able to fade him moving forward because he was easily one of the worst starting pitchers in the league. Either way, they'll look for another winner here on Wednesday. And for today's play of the day, going back to baseball, and we're once again going to look at an afternoon game between the Rockies and the Astros, taking place at around 2 p.m. Eastern Time. And for this game, going to take the Astros first five team total over 2.5 runs and minus 130 on DraftKings. Time recording of 2 a.m. Eastern Time. Covering why I'm going to take the Astros first five team total over in this game. First reason, Houston's been above average when it comes to runs per game in the first five, as the Astros are averaging 2.66 runs per game in the first five innings, which ranks tied for 12th in the league. Meanwhile, the Rockies pitching staff has been a mess, especially the starting rotation, because the Rockies are allowing 3.76 runs per road game in the first five innings, which is the second most in the league. And on top of that, you have Chase Anderson, who's pitching for the Rockies. Now, originally, he was pretty good when the season started. The problem is he became Chase Anderson again, and he completely fell off a cliff. His last three starts, 9 1/3 innings pitched, 23 hits allowed, 5 home runs allowed, a 21.21 ERA. We know Anderson's up there in years. His stuff isn't exactly the most dynamic. He doesn't exactly have a very high velocity fastball, and it does seem like teams are starting to adjust and kind of just bury him on a day in, day out basis. But his last three starts, once again, he's gotten shelled in each of them, and now he's facing off against Houston, a hitters friendly ballpark. I think it's going to be a pretty bad matchup there for Anderson. I'm not sure how many starts Anderson actually has left in the majors at this point, so we'll see. But I'll keep fading him. I'll give him the Wainwright treatment, where I'll just blindly fade the really bad pitcher, and I'll assume the offense does enough to get the job done. But with Anderson giving up this many runs, I do think 2.5 for a first five team total is a little bit low with 5 at bats. But if you want to look at Anderson's road numbers this season, they've also been really bad, because some of you might be wondering, well, he's at Coors Field as a member of the Rockies, so maybe his home numbers are just drastically inflating the ERA. Not so much, because Anderson's road stats this season, 15 1/3 innings pitched, a 7.04 ERA. Simply put, he's not good, either at home or on the road. I am aware, though, Altuve got injured, so he's probably not going to play in this game, which is a blow to the Houston offense, but they still have a lot of talent. I know Tucker is still, I believe he just made the All-Star team, but he is still going to be available. They still have a lot of depth in that lineup, and I do think, once again, with Anderson being that bad, Houston might take him deep a couple of times. They might just rack up a bunch of hits, but I do think at the end of the day, 2.5 for a team total against a pitcher who's been this bad lately is too low. I'm going to take the overs. Play that once again here for Wednesday, July 5th is going to be on the Astros first five, team total over 2.5 runs and minus 130 on DraftKings. Bye, everyone.